What's up, collectors and ultra so much to see us today. We're going to be taking a look at the recently revealed pictures for Transformers R.E.D Optimus Primal and Reformatting Megatron. The R.E.D line, man, I have a love and hate relationship with this line. I really want this line to do so well, but it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I bought Soundwave, and it was the first and only figure that I bought from that line because I was heavily disappointed. And don't get me wrong, they look fantastic, super accurate to the particular representations, but they don't transform. And if they don't transform, I require a little bit more of articulation, especially on the legs. And they don't have it. You can't do aggro poses with them. The photos that you see on the screen, that's pretty much all you can do with the figures, and it was a disappointing experience for me. I did one review on him, and I was like, nah, I'm done. If you're interested on that, link is gonna be on the description down below, as well as in the top right corner of this video. But now we got some new fresh figures, and honestly they look amazing, especially Optimus Primal. He looks insane. But you know, breaking down the box, we got, you know, the typical Transformers logo on the right, Optimus Primal on the bottom. We got an awesome image of him, as well as a nice display of the figure itself. You can see R.E.D on the top, and for the back, you know, we got, you know, the figure itself with the whole majority of things that you can do in the items that it brings. But you know, that's pretty much it for the box itself. For the figure, you can see it looks amazing, really accurate and truthful to the Beast War representation. You can see that he has the white, the red, the black. You can see, you know, the Beast parts all over the body. The face coat looks fantastic and really truthful again to the Beast War representation. You can see, you know, the photos on the top, so you can compare, you know, his actual accuracy. But you know, man, I'm really hoping that the legs can move this time, that they do, you know, some mini upgrades so you can do some decent posing, because you know, on the past it was just terrible. I can see that the arms can really move. You can see, you know, the joints and all that good stuff. The hands are interchangeable. You got, you know, a couple of choices there, and he brings the swords as well. For the swords, you can see that they look fantastic, really accurate as well. Everything that they need to have, they have it. They're pretty much on their spot. He also is rocking some pegs underneath the swords, so you can go ahead and unite them. I believe he only did that on one episode of season 1, but man, I was really hoping that they did that on the Kingdom version, because you pretty much cannot have that. They don't have pegs underneath the swords. But speaking of the Kingdom one, I don't know if the weapons that he has on the arms are rocking the same feature as the Kingdom one, you know, that you can go ahead and push one side and the weapons reveals on the other. I don't think it's a peg in, peg off feature. The weapons always on the arm, and it's exactly the same as the Kingdom one. So I am 50-50 on that, but I'm really believing that it's exactly the same as the Kingdom one. And you can see that he also is rocking, you know, the weapons that he has pretty much underneath his head, or you know, behind his head. So really truthful as well on that remark. So as you can see, really accurate to the Beast War representation in general. Last but not least, for a couple of photos, you actually see how he looks when he's rocking his swords. You can see that it looks fantastic, really truthful as well, and just overall he looks really good. And you can see, you know, he displays well the feature that he unites the swords into one, and it just overall looks fantastic. But as you can see, there's not a single pose of he aggro posing. You know, there's not, you know, some ankle pivoting, some squats, or some legs extended or something like that. It's pretty much, you know, standing still on all 3 of the photos. So I don't know, I'm a little sketch. I'm still gonna go ahead and pick him up because he looks fantastic, and he will do really well for my TikToks, and you know, a couple of B-rolls and all that good stuff. And overall it looks fantastic to display is sitting still, because he looks really good and really truthful to the Beast War representation. But just, I don't know, it just lets you wanting more, because you see a photo like this and you be like, man, I can do some really nice displays with this guy, you know, some also aggro poses, you know, he fighting Megatron. But no, man, you're just gonna go ahead and take it out of the box and just put it standing still, and that's pretty much it. That's the figure in general. But you know, I really am hoping that they just did this, you know, and they completely forgot to actually pose him well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cross my fingers and hope for the best. Now, next up, we got Megatron, or well, Reformatting Megatron, whatever you want to call this guy. And this is a repaint of the Wave 1 Megatron, and you already know my feelings of that Megatron. But the thing that makes this guy attractive to collectors like us is that you don't need to pose him. This guy is pretty much of one scene and one scene only, and it's that scene when he's, you know, transforming into Galvatron. But other than that, you don't have to, you know, put this guy fighting Optimus, or you know, any of the Autobots, or any pose in particular. This guy is just get it out of the box and put it standing still, and that's pretty much it. That's actually, you know, the scene that he is on. So really accurate to the 1986 movie in general. And again, this guy, it's a 50-50. I'm still gonna go ahead and pick him up because I love that scene. That scene is really iconic, and it's the scene when he is becoming Galvatron. So it's a really cool scene. He brings the same items and the same stuff that the Wave 1 Megatron has, because again, this guy is a repaint, so he's gonna go ahead and rock pretty much everything that the Wave 1 did. But you don't need it. You don't need the items. You don't need the weaponry that he brings, or the swapping of fingers and stuff like that. It's just, you don't need any of it. You just need the figure, take it out of the box, put it standing still, and there you have it, the scene. Because I believe this line, the R.E.D line, stands for really accurate figures, because so far they have outdone themselves on accuracy with all the figures. It's just the possibility that really sucks. That being said, that brings us to the end of the video. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm really interested in knowing your opinion on the subject, especially if you're gonna go ahead and pick them up. What do you think about them? Do you like them? Do you don't? And which character you want to be released next on the R.E.D line. But that's pretty much it for the whole thing. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps you to algorithm and how my videos get out there in a while. So if you get any value out of my content, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. But this is pretty much it for Transformers R.E.D Optimus Primal and Reformatting Megatron.